graduating class of 2024.
Please remain standing for the posting of the colors by the Washington High School JROTC. Color guard and gentlemen, please remove your caps at this time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the invocation.
May you bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, surround those who are graduating on this day with your grace and mercy. Bless them with hope so they move into the future with eager and open hearts for their optimistic opportunities. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education for the good of all mankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties that they may come their way. Protect them from the wicked ways of bad influences. As they commence with their adult lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise. Amen.
You may be seated. Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Beaufort County Early College High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2024. Tonight we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. But first I would like to say thank you to all the individuals who have contributed to their success. Without the approval of the Beaufort County School Board and the Beaufort County Community College Board of Trustees, this school would not exist. Therefore, I would like to recognize these individuals who serve on these boards. Please stand when I call your name. Superintendent of Beaufort County Schools, Dr. Matthew Cheeseman. Beaufort County Board of Education members who are joining us tonight are Board Chair T.W. Allen, Vice Chair Terry Williams, Board members Charles Hickman, Donald Shreve, and Carolyn Walker. I would also like to recognize our higher ed partners, the President of Beaufort County Community College, Dr. Dave Loop, and the Board of Trustees members, Board Chair Colonel Kathleen Simpson, and Dr. Laura Stanson. And one Board of Education member that I missed tonight is Ms. Elfa Booth. And then also we have two county commissioners that are joining us tonight, Mr. Ed Booth and Randy Walker, who's down in the pit working tonight for us. Next, I would like to acknowledge the Early College High School faculty and staff and any BCC instructors who are in attendance. If you would please stand. Thank you for teaching and guiding the students for the last 4 years. To the parents and family members of our graduates, we thank you for the support that you have given us and the support that you give your students at home. And we have thoroughly enjoyed working with all of you, and we miss you just as much as we will these graduates. And to the students, it is truly a pleasure to have been your principal during your high school experience. I'm extremely proud of every one of you. After graduation, you will walk down different paths in life, but no matter which path you take, remember your experiences in high school of endurance and perseverance as you face challenges in the future. And even though you are leaving our nest, all of us will still be here for you if you ever need us. I encourage you to continue your strong work ethic you have maintained in high school so you will experience success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and distinguished guests. Today I am proud to represent the class of 2024 as valedictorian, which really is just a fancy way of saying I have the highest tolerance for caffeine and procrastination. First of all, let me just say, wow, we actually made it. Can you believe it? Don't let me lie, I had my doubts, especially after Miss Pete's English classes freshman year, but here we are, graduating armed with diplomas, degrees, and a very impressive collection of last-minute assignments. As I look out into the crowd, I can tell there's a lot of emotions going around. Whether it be that you're just anxious of what the future holds, happiness to be moving on, sadness to see your graduates moving on to the next chapter, or just plain excitement. As this chapter of our lives comes to an end, with all those emotions aside, be truly glad. There's a wonderful joy ahead, for we're about to start a fresh chapter. Throughout early college, I have learned a lot about facing adversity with a growth mindset and becoming stronger because of it. Since freshman year, we have been through a bit of a roller coaster of events, whether it be schools partially shutting down due to COVID, which now, by the way, we can be those parents that say to our kids, When I was your age, we went to school even through a global pandemic, I bet no other generation today can say that. Anyhow, we have been through a lot of challenging schoolwork on both the high school and college levels that will allow us to push back when the world has made us want to pull out our hairs and test our limits. We even learned how to take a loss when we got absolutely demolished each year by the teacher and staff volleyball team, even though I hate to admit it. Each fundraiser seemed they won. Or even when Dr. Pate took over musical chairs, we better watch out. Looking back, even though we have faced so much adversity, I relish the fact that we have all changed so much for the better. It is amazing how much we've changed from scared little freshmen running the halls, trying our best to avoid Dr. Herbert, to becoming who we are today, ready to take over the world. And we have all you parents, guardians, teachers and staff, family and friends to thank for that. Without all of you, most of us would not have made it to the lengths we have today. First, I would like to personally thank our parents and families on behalf of this graduating class. You are the bedrock of our educational journey. Thank you for your constant support, empathy, and sacrifices, encouragement, and nurture that has all aided in bringing us up to this special day. Thank you for your unwavering support and at least pretending to know what you were talking about when you helped us with our homework. Y'all deserve an honorary degree in Google searches just for that. Whether you taught us about deadlines, compassion, gratitude, or life lessons, you will always be our first teachers. One day I hope to be strong, faithful, and learn not to take life so seriously all the time, just like my own mom and dad. The memories we have will be tucked in our hearts forever. Thank you to all the parents for preparing us for the life that lies ahead and not giving up on us despite the gray hairs we've given you before your time. The victory is just as much your victory as it is ours. Next, I would like to thank the teachers and staff. Despite our best efforts, you somehow managed to teach us something new every day. Regardless of how much we tested your limits and sanity, and when you had to explain to us a countless number of times that Wikipedia is not a scholarly source, that we need to know more than just the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, or that even triangle proofs are not necessary in real life, but we still must learn them regardless of how much we cry. Your dedication to expanding our knowledge is admirable. Thank you for your endless patience and mastering the art of looking stern while suppressing a laugh at our questionable explanations and excuses. Finally, thank you for being so committed to getting us to this point today and preparing us for beyond the high school walls. We promise to start valuing deadlines as much as we value hitting this snooze button. Finally, I would like to thank God for allowing me to meet each and every one of you. He is really the reason that I've been here today. He is what got me to this point. Now all glory be to God, who is able through his mighty power at work within us to accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think. Despite everything that we have been through, we made it through together. Whether we formed bonds over playing Uno, drinking coffee, uniting over the frustration of the Wi-Fi crashing just about every day for 4 years, creating awkwardly funny videos for our biology classes, crying before, during, and after every single exam, or even just being united through the fact that we've had the close calls, getting hit in the head with those flying discs outside. We made it through united. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let's not forget the valuable lessons we learned, like the fact that Google can solve almost any problem, and that it's okay to ask for help, even if it's just asking Siri to set your alarm because you're too tired to do it yourself. But just in case you somehow forgot, just remember, always choose C. No, don't really do that. Remember the following. Each of us possesses some valuable and unique set of talents, perspectives, and ideas that can contribute to the improvement of society. Whether we pursue higher education, into the workforce, or embark on entrepreneurial opportunities, let us carry with us the lessons we've learned in those walls. Here are a few things that I personally learned in high school. Instead of division, create unity at home, work, school, and jobs. Acknowledge that everyone falls short in some way, even yourself. Instead of pride, have humility, ask for help, and be a role model. Be kind, have respect for others, their ideas and things, even when you don't agree. Instead of discouraging, encourage yourself and others. Put the phone down, get rid of distractions, and prioritize experiences. Be present in the moment. And do not let defeat prevent you from becoming who you are meant to be. Grow, learn, and become stronger. And lastly, Thank God every day for even just the small things. As we step into the great unknown, ready to pave our own paths, let's remember that life is a lot like trying to fold a fitted sheet. Confusing, frustrating, and our parents will always seem to do it better. But somehow we get through it, and if not, there's always the option to just roll it up and pretend we at least tried. Graduates, just as a reminder, if the homework of early college could not stop us, if the Red Sea could not stop Moses, if a giant could not stop David, and if death could not stop Jesus, then with God, nothing can stop you. You have all made it here for a reason. Do this with me. May your laughter be louder than your alarms, your friendships be tighter than your deadlines, and your success be as undeniable as your ability to sneak snacks into class. May you approach life with the same faith we had when we all prayed for a snow day. Now it's time to trust that God has a plan for each of us, even if it doesn't come in a neat, detailed syllabus. As a reference from the book that's most accurately predicted the future, God has more in store for you than you can even imagine. That's from the Bible, in case any of you needed to know that. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. We did it. Now go show the world what you were made for. Thank you.
I would like to recognize the degrees and certifications our graduates have earned from their dual enrollment at Beaufort Community College. Graduates, please stand and face the audience when your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. The following students have earned an associate degree: Lewis Adams, Chloe Allagood, Yenisel Bautista Hernandez, Milton Phelps Bennett, Elizabeth Bowen, Alexander Burris, Roman Butler, Ashlyn Casey, Maya Cherry, Hardy Trey Corey, Malika Edwards, Mackenzie Edwards, Andrew Hart, Haley Kors, Gracie Landek, Delaney Lewis, Abby Lugo Gonzalez, Janet Madero, Uriel Marquez Rodriguez, Aaliyah McKeithen, Kaylee Madrano, Rogelio Meza Zavala, Piper Midget, Caitlin Moore, Devon Myers, Alondra Pacheco Garcia, Jamila Powell, Luca Privat, Ashley Resendez Contreras, Angel Resendez, Skylar Rourke, Mackenzie Seymour, Claire Stevens, Crystal Tellez Palacios, Giselle Tellez Salas, Candy Vega Gastelum, Lauren Wallace. Congratulations. The following students have earned a career technical certificate: Adenia Barrera with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Yenisel Bautista Hernandez with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Zulemi de la Cruz with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Uriel Marquez Rodriguez with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Alan Ramirez with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Juan Ramirez with a certification in welding technology, Hector Salas Hernandez with a certification in automotive technology, Crystal Tellez Palacios with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Giselle Tellez Salas with a certification as a Spanish interpreter, Jerry Villanueva Ramirez with a certification in automotive technology, Macy Williams with a certification in cosmetology, Owen Jimenez Duenas with a certification in welding technology. Please join me in congratulating all of these students for their work. You may be seated.
Would the early college high school class of 2024 please present itself for the awarding of the diplomas? Lewis Adams. Chloe Lillian Alligan. Edenia Barrera. Kaylee Sierra Bartley. Yenisel Bautista Hernandez. Milton Phelps Bennett. Elizabeth Dawn Bowen. Alexander Way Burks. Roman Christopher Butler. Ashlyn Cara Elizabeth Pearson. Maya Andrea Cherry. Hardy Trey Warden. Lauren Jean Constantino. Ariana Diaz Roman. Malika Starr Edmonds. Mackenzie Elizabeth Edwards. Jim L. Evers. Kamaya Alon Freeman. Jeanette Guerrero Antonio. Andrew William Parker. Nyonica Isaiah Harriet Hines. Rakaya Amari Johnson. Zulemi Juarez de la Cruz. Haley Beth Coors. Marissa Lynn Coors. Gracie Corinne Landon. Delaney Gannon Lewis. Stephanie Lopez Medrano. Marquez Rodriguez. Aaliyah Gail McKeithen. Kaylee Medrano. Rogelio Meza Zavala. Piper Allen Bidet. Caitlin Michelle Moore. Devin Antonio Myers. Alondra Stefania Pacheco Garcia. Nadia Carolyn Crowe. Luca Kate Lamont. Alan Ramirez. Juan Ramirez. Ashley Rosendo Contreras. Angel Uriel Rosendez. Skylar Marie Bork. Hector Salas Hernandez. Mackenzie Marie Senior. Claire Scott Stevens. Crystal Telez Palacios. Giselle Telez Salas. Candy Vega Gaston. Jerry Villanueva Ramirez. Lauren Elizabeth Ross. Macy Williams. Owen Daniel Jimenez Duenas. We are now about to hear a special message from the Parkland School Superintendent, Dr. Matthew Chester.
Good evening, class of 2024, and good evening, parents, friends, families, all the supporters of class of 2024. So excited to be here. And I don't have a long speech, although some people looked at the amount of paper I have, and I promise you it's on 45-point font, so I can read it. But with that, let's talk about what 4 quarters means. 4 quarters, 25 cents. Everyone understand 4 quarters? Long before the swipe cards in the ATM, not cash, coins, 4 quarters. 34 years ago, I sat in a similar position like all of you, and let me talk to you as graduates. Mom, dad, family, please listen along because this story is for you too. 34 years, I sat in your position. Like you, I was ready to graduate. Class of 1990. Penns Grove High School, Salem County, New Jersey. That's north of here. Like you, I was awaiting my name to be called. My mind rolled through so many experiences. Some were older, some were more recent. Like you're doing right now. You're thinking about freshman year, you're thinking about sophomore year, and you're thinking about what just happened a few days ago. As I said, I recalled winning a South Jersey varsity baseball championship, winning a gold medal for speech and academic decathlon, and placing in the top tier for bands in the Atlantic Coast Championship as I played trombone and competitive marching band for many years. But I also thought of all the barriers, all the things I did not achieve, all the things I felt short on, and started having a little different mindset of how I would cope with those. All the high school experiences turned to memories immediately after my name was called as I walked across the stage and received my high school diploma. High school, 4 years completed. You're about to experience this. All of your experiences are about to turn to memories, and you're about to create new ones. Think about what you just experienced, long time ago, short time ago, and as I speak to you now. As the Penns Grove High School graduation was held in mid-June, it was not long between graduation and my next adventure, which for me was college. So let's fast forward into August, traveling to college. It was August 10th, 1990. We traveled in 2 different vehicles. A van with my mother and father carrying my belongings, including a mini fridge, a microwave, a first aid kit, a window fan, and plenty of notebooks and supplies. They seemed to really focus on the first aid kit, not sure why. The second vehicle was my 1984 red Ford Escort hatchback that I got to drive with my license and alongside of me my high school girlfriend who was entering her senior year of high school. Let's fast forward. Prior to leaving the house, Mom placed 4 quarters, 4 25-cent quarters in my hand and told me to use them to pay the toll at the Delaware Memorial Bridge as I was headed out of state. And there's a basket. You toss it, the arm goes up, and boom, you're clear of where you used to be. So I literally left the state. And for those of you who know, you have to pay to get out of New Jersey. A better joke to my wife who's from Pennsylvania. So I deposited them perfectly into the basket. The toll gate arm lifted and I drove along to my new adventure. Let's fast forward. After unloading my belongings into my new dorm room, meeting my college roommate, and touring the campus, my parents and girlfriend prepped the ride for home. They were leaving in the van, my car and I, by myself. My mother looked at me and said, "You now have your meal card. That cafeteria is for you. We're taking your girlfriend to dinner." The final meal they would have together. After starting the engine, my father embraced me with a hug and said, "Matthew, make yourself proud. Make yourself happy and build relationships." He knew this because I was the youngest of 3 boys. My mother walked to me and I joined her at her car door and she asked me to open my hand. Mom handed me 4 quarters. I paused. I told her I didn't need them. You just gave me a meal plan. I had snacks in the dining hall. My mother was 4'11", German descent. I looked down at her as she looked up. She hugged me with both arms, all the way around my body, which I looked a little different 34 years ago. However, she looked up into my eyes and she told me to place the 4 quarters in my wallet for an emergency. Listen to that, parents. Place it into the wallet for the emergency, because you know it's going to come. Mind you, as an 18-year-old, I was not anticipating an emergency. I thought I knew what life was going to be. Now, I've lost my New Jerseyan accent because I'm from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, California, Illinois, and North Carolina. So I've lost that accent. But to the best of my ability, what I said is, what can I do with 4 quarters if I'm having an emergency? And her response, as many of the parents would say this to you as graduates, you can come home. You can come home at any time you'd like to come home, even if your parents have converted your bedrooms this coming weekend. You can come home. Even if, like my mother, she turned that thing into a sewing room and she never knew how to sew. It was a beanie baby hoarding place. But when I did go home, I was home, even though I was in the guest room. To the graduates, relationships matter. There is no greater relationship than that of your family, no matter what age you are. Whether you're 18, 28, 38, 58, 78, 98, if you get to 108, you're looking at your own family, right? But there's no greater relationship than that of your family, and you get to decide. So those with your family, current and future friends, community and future employers and others, relationships matter. The number one thing you need to be able to do is build relationships and build them fast and sustain them and be true in them, no matter what you're doing. So how fast you can build a relationship in an interview is going to matter. How fast you can build it is going to matter. And spontaneous meetings of a chance occurrence that you walk into someone and they look at you and spot your talent and believe in you from that 30-second interaction, that's going to matter. It did for me. So in short, Class of 2024, what I ask you to do, beyond all of what you've learned and all of what you will do, I will ask you to continue the relationship with your families, to build relations with others in the future, learn to cope through your issues and problems, understand that the focus is on what is you and what matters to you, and not necessarily all the others who are not related to you. Whatever it is, it's about you. And remember to focus on what makes you happy. So as I conclude, you may not in this day and age need 4 quarters to come home. But in fact, you need to know the digits of your family so when you need to make the call, they know you're calling. And mom, dad, aunts, uncles, family answer the phone when they call. And for all of you down in front, take out the earpieces, put down the phones, and listen to your family eye to eye. And let them hug you. Because at no age does it ever expire that you are, in fact, their children. So relationships matter. And as I congratulate the class of 2024 and thank all the inspiring teachers and faculty of Early College High School and the Board of Education and the County Commissioners, the greatest thanks that I can give is to you, the families, because today you graduate too. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Class of 2024, please stand. In recognition of your new status as graduates of Early College High School and Beaufort County Schools, please turn your tassels from right to left, symbolizing your shift from student to adult. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone for being here today. Would the audience please stand and remain in place until the class of 2024 and stage officials